Good morning. Here we are. I'm watching Hound of the Baskervilles. What's the time? 7 a.m. And oh, nearly slipped over. Basil Rathbone, 1939. Let's pause that. Now today's project, when I've had breakfast and a coffee, it's going to be this pipe. It's a Savinelli. I can't read that. That's got to be Tevere. There we go. Savinelli Tevere. This was 12 UK pounds from eBay, and you might wonder why it was so cheap. And the reason it was so cheap is because there's a crack in the bowl. If we can zoom in, where is it? There it is. There's the crack. Can you see it? Running down. There. And there it is. So the reason for that is the cake. I used to leave my pipes in such a mess. And it's not good because, of course, the carbon expands. And then you have the cracking of the bowl. Yeah, there's not a lot of room down there, is there? Look at that. So overall it's a nice pipe. Gold band. You can't pass it up for 12 UK pounds. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue the crack, but the first thing to do will be to clean it out and then ream, get all that carbon out of the bowl, and then the crack should go back together because the carbon's pushing it out. But I want to glue it and make sure it's permanent, and then we go about the restoration. So that is what I'll be doing over the next few days. It's a lovely pipe, I think. 12 UK pounds, I don't think you can pass it up. Yeah, it's a lovely pipe. So I'm going to have a coffee and breakfast, have a smoke, and going to come back to this and we'll go through the process. Okay, here we are at the sink with the pipe. Very handsome pipe. We're going to remove the stem, which I'm pleased to say it does fit a filter. There we go, if people want a filter. I don't think much needs to be done to this stem. It's actually in pretty good condition. It will need soaking of some isopropanol alcohol. There we go, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to just put a pipe cleaner in there. And then, oh yeah, there we go, look, straight away. So that's going to need quite a bit of cleaning. Yeah, it's all coming out. There we go. Okay, that's going to take a little while. So I'll put that to one side. Going to leave that in there to soak. Let's wash my hands quick. There we go. And we're going to concentrate on the bowl. As we know, we've got a crack here in the bowl, and we need to make sure there's no debris inside the crack, because we're going to ream the pipe, and then we're going to fill the crack with a little bit of glue. Right, I don't really want any more dirt and grime going in it, so I'm just going to put a little bit of tape over the crack, like so, and very, very carefully we're going to start reaming the bowl. What I'm going to use is the Clean Ream, one of my favourites to use. It's a fantastic reamer. There we go, it's fully adjustable. We're going to start on the smallest setting, which is that one. And we're going to put very little effort into it. So, just like that. And it's all coming out. And we're going to gradually get bigger and bigger. And we're going to be left with a pile of carbon, just like that. So, I'll see you in a minute when I've reamed the bowl, and then we can have another look at this crack. Dear me, this is unbelievable. This really is. I've got to the bottom. Have a look at that. Look at that pile. Oh my God. God, there's still a long way to go. I've never seen anything like it. Okay, we're going to keep going. An hour later, right. It's not just like carbon, it's old tobacco, and there's only one way, and you have to just rinse it out, get all the gunk out. Never seen anything like it. Okay, we are reaching a reasonable, if you could see, we can see the actual bottom now. Right. But yeah, let's just keep going for a while. Let's keep going. Right, the bowl is clean. I've just polished the gold band. I've pushed the clean ream into it just to slightly open up. You can see that crack down there. It's slightly opened up, ready for me to put the glue in. Once I put the glue in to the crack, I'm going to take the clean ream out and then seal it, and it should be okay. Fingers crossed. Right, the torch is on it so I can actually see what I'm doing. Let's go down and push the glue into the crack. And that's it. This is Gorilla Glue that has dried nearly and has become ready to go off, but not quite. So you can actually push it into it like so, and it fills it. It's more like a putty. And I'm going to do it at the top as well. Let's take that out. That's it. Let's go for the top now. Looks good to me. It does look good. Yes, and there we go. We can actually see into the bowl, and it's lovely and clean. 2 hours. 2 hours of my life. 2 hours to get it like that. It's going to be worth it. There's a little repair on the side and on the top. Well, there was about 8 of those. I couldn't believe how much cake it had. It was amazing. Anyway, that's enough for today. I'm tired out. We're going to get there, guys. It's going to be really nice when it's done. Tomorrow, I think it will be cleaning this briar, definitely, and leaving that to fully cure. But yeah, I'm pleased with that so far. Hello and good morning. Welcome to part 2. This is over a few days. Let's go down to the sink. Now we're looking at this pipe still. This is the day later and there's the repair. Okay. Now, where's the repair? There's the repair. Okay, all I've done, well, you can't even see it. Well, maybe you can. There's the repair. All I've done, get one of these old Brillo pad type cloths. This is a very, very old one. And I've cleaned the surface and I've got all the old bits of glue off. So really only the crack is filled. And then all I've done is given it a good wash. See if I can get some grime off, which I don't think I've been able to do very well. So what I'm going to do is borrow my wife's toothbrush. It's her old toothbrush, not a new one. I don't think she'd be happy with that. I'm going to use some Murphy's oil soap. And what I like to do is put it on neat first of all. But first of all, we've got a plug, because we've cleaned all this out and it's nice and clean. It'd be a shame to get soap all inside it. And we're just going to get a paper towel, tear a bit off, roll it up. And just to make sure that we don't get soap inside, else you're going to have a very, very soapy smoke. And you want to plug it quite well, so use quite a bit, and she'll have the ghost of Murphy's inside the bowl, just like so. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this neat first of all, just to see how much dirt and grime we can get off. So there we go, a liberal coating on the top of the bowl, of course, because there was a lot of build up there. And then we're just going to go over the rest of the bowl, like so. We're not going to worry too much about this gold band, because I'll be cleaning that at a later date. Let's clean that briar. And what I find also is the stamping shows up a bit better after a clean, because the Savinelli stamp here wasn't very clear, and the only reason it wasn't clear, not because it's worn down, because there's a layer of dirt all over the pipe. So we give it a good scrub. You can see what comes off of it just by this. You might have to do it a few times. Right, let's use this bit and see if it's dirty. And it's dirty. Okay. Okay, you might need to do this 2 or 3 times to get some of the dirt off. Don't be shy about rinsing it under water as well as you do it, because you've blocked the bowl and the shank. So carry on. You might need to do this a few times, as I said, until the Murphy's is clear and it doesn't look like that filthy. I'll come back in a bit and we'll see what the briar looks like. It's going to look very dull, but it's going to be clean. And we'll sit at my desk in the other room and have a look at what we're going to do next. Right, here we go. There we are, it's thoroughly cleaned. It looks very, very dull. I'm thinking there is a very slight difference between the top and the sides. I am thinking, was that the crack? No, it wasn't the crack. The crack is in there to the side. This isn't a crack. Here, there's the crack going down there. I'm thinking some British tan might be nice on this pipe. What do you think? Let's just go for it. We'll see. Okay, so put the stem in. I'm going to hold it like this and apply the stain. And there's the British tan. I'm going to use a pipe cleaner. I think this will look really nice. I'm going to use the small part of it. Don't want to get any on the band really, although I am polishing it. Yeah, I think that's light enough. That's a nice colour. That's really nice. I think that will look great. Okay, let's do this part first. That's it. Yeah, that works really, really well. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Let's go for the rest of the bowl. I'll probably only do one coat on this and then use some isopropyl alcohol to smooth it out, because there's some nice accents inside the briar. You can see those darker stains. I think they look really good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's covered pretty well. And then I'll leave it for a minute and then smooth it out with some isopropyl alcohol just on a cloth. And then we'll concentrate on the rest of the pipe. Great. There we go. That's pretty nice. I think what I might do is put some feed and wax on in a bit and let it soak in, because this briar is very, very dry. So I'll leave this for a bit to dry, and then it will be feed and wax time. Then we'll concentrate on this stem, which actually isn't too bad. A few marks from tooth chatter here. Apart from that, it's actually pretty good. So a little bit of sanding, I think. Okay, this has dried. I think that looks really good. It's time now for a bit of Howard's Feed and Wax, which is this. And it's so cold in here that it's actually solidified. So I'm going to use that part of the pipe cleaner just to get some out. There we go. And just rub it in. I think that is enough. That's probably too much, but there we go. And we nourish the briar. And we leave that for about half hour, 40 minutes. And we'll be able to see what it's going to look like. That's it. That's better. Right. Now we're going to leave that because it's going to soak into the briar. It will lighten up a bit, but I like that colour. Okay, let's leave that for a while. Okay, I've had a little test with the grits. I'm going to start on 4000, which is here. I've had a little test, and there we go. It's taken some tooth chatter off. I don't think I need to go any coarser than that. So we're going 4, 6, 8, then 12. And I'll set them up here so I know what I'm doing, and in between I'm just going to give it a rinse. So off we go. And that's all you're doing on both sides with a little bit of water. Okay, and then when you're finished with the 4, you move on to the 6. I'll show you the results after the 12. Okay. Getting there, aren't we? This is the last one. A little bit of water. Okay. And you can find these on Amazon or eBay, micro mesh sanding pads. And they provide an excellent result. There we go. Without the use of a buffer. I've got a buffer that's in the shed, and I actually find taking a bit of time and effort with these pads, you get a better result. I know pipe makers might disagree with me, but they've got really good equipment. My equipment's not so good, so yep, I'm happy with that. Now what we're going to do, there is a stamp there, a Savinelli stamp, that should be in gold. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I think I might just leave it as is. But we are going to apply some obsidian oil to this stem. It'll look really good. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we're back, and there's the stem. I think that looks really nice. Lovely shine on it. And we're just going to apply, you can buy this from, well, quite a few different places, but this is from Smoking Pipes, and it's very cheap. And you only need 2 drops, one on one side, one on the other. That is it. So 1, 2, then we're just going to work it in and leave it for a while, and it really does a great job on stems. There we go, all the way in. Okay, we can call that stem finished. Really pleased with how that's come out. There we go. Not bad at all, eh? So we put that to the side. I'm still waiting for this pipe to dry. It's getting there. It's lightening up. Oops. It's lightening up a bit, but it's taking a bit of time to dry. So there we go. Okay, here's the paste into the bowl. Wipe it round the edges of the bowl and at the bottom. A little bit more paste. Right, that'll do. There's a nice layer of charcoal in the bowl already. Wash your hands quickly, this stuff goes everywhere. Well, we've come to the end of the project, guys. I'm really pleased. I've just finished it off with a little bit of Renaissance micro crystalline wax. That's what they use in the British Museum. It's not expensive, but it's very, very good. It doesn't give that super high polished shine, and I don't like that. I like it in some pipes, but this is a estate pipe, and I like the fact I've achieved that kind of Costello finish with the dark rim and top. I really like that. Underneath you can see the flame, and there's the lovely Savinelli Tevere stamping, which has come out beautifully. Overall, I'm really, really pleased with that for £12. Supposedly that's, what, $17? And inside, the activated charcoal bowl coating, I think works well. Well, the stem, it's not absolutely perfect, but sometimes you don't want it to be. It's an estate pipe. But I tell you what, I think that's going to smoke really nicely now. Very, very happy. Gold band's beautiful on there. But yeah, nice looking pipe. Guys, you all deserve a medal for sitting through this. It's not the most exciting subject, I don't find. And I think it's, although not overly exciting, it is necessary because we need to save these pipes. Where's the crack? Where's the crack in it? It's not there actually, I think it's there. Is it there? Anyway, yeah, very nice. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I really appreciate it. And drop me a message below. Would you have done anything differently? Yeah, would you have stripped the stain and started again? Would you have thrown it away? What would you have done with this pipe? Cheers, guys. I hope you have a great week. We're nearly at the weekend, and I'm looking forward to that. Bye, guys. Cheers.